Hi guys, I'm Bruce Paulson with Determined Solutions, and in this video I'm going to show you some of the free SEO tools that I use on a regular basis. I'm making this video because I've just seen, I see a lot of stuff online and people ask me about what stuff they can do for free and what they can do on their own. There's not a whole lot of good stuff out there. When I see these posts or I get these questions, I don't have anyone to send them to, like any direct place. I haven't seen a great article I like, so I put together this video and I'll put together some links for you. This is some of the stuff that I use, if not on a regular basis, on a frequently enough basis. So I just wanted something out there that I like that I can direct people to, and so this is it. This is just a little. This is not an exhaustive list, but this is the stuff that I use most often. And I will show you right now how I use it. So first up is Moz Bar. So this is an extension, and this is what it looks like right here for Chrome. I use it on Chrome, the Chrome web browser. I don't know if you can use it on Firefox or one of the others. I'm not sure. I use it on Chrome, and I use this quite a bit. This is good for looking at just kind of real quick glazing at competition. So if we go to Google and we search for, oh, I don't know, let's look at Charlotte Dentist. Okay. So with the Moz bar, okay, let me see if I can turn it. So that's what it generally looks like. This is cluttering up everything. So this is another tool, but so this is what it looks like generally without, actually, let me just pull up. Okay, so we're going to do a search for Charlotte Dentist. Sorry, that other screen had too many extensions on it. Charlotte Dentist. Charlotte Dentist. Okay, so this is normal Google, like what everyone sees, right? So the way the Moz bar extension works, if we do Charlotte Dentist and we turn this on, it will give us this information right here. So it gives us the PA, that's page authority, and the DA, domain authority, of the search results that Google is presenting here. So Yelp, obviously very popular, huge website, domain authority 94. Charlotte Dentistry, obviously not as popular. It's only got a domain authority of 29. It's a little more relevant for Charlotte Dentistry or Charlotte Dentist. And it also shows you number of links. So basically all I'm doing to look here is I'm looking at domain authority and page authority, and if you don't know what those mean, don't worry about it. They're metrics that Moz uses to determine the strength of a website or the strength of a web page. The domain authority relates to the domain itself, so Charlotte Dentistry. The page authority would be like Charlotte Dentistry, cosmetic dentistry, or Charlotte Dentistry, pediatrics, or something like that. The specific pages, because you'll only have one domain authority, but each page might have a different page authority. You don't know what that means, don't worry about it. But I use this real quick to gauge, just like I'm doing a search and I'm just trying to get a gauge of the competitiveness. If I go here and I see that all these domain authorities of the top search results, they're all like 90, then that would be a pretty hard thing to take on. But as you can see, there's some 21s, some 17, 14s, some 20s, and then it jumps to these directory listings like Yellow Pages. This Charlotte Magazine, that's a pretty big one at 55. But I just use it to real quickly glance at the competitive nature of a search result. And it's free. It is the Moz bar extension. You just have to sign up for an account, for a free account, put in your, like an email verification thing. It's useful, it's helpful, I use it a lot, and it's free. Works pretty good. What do we got next? Keywords everywhere. Okay, so if you've been seeing this cluttered mess, So this is the normal. I don't have any extensions on this. This is the Edge web browser, but we go to Chrome. Again, I can't remember if it works on other search browsers or internet browsers. It does work on Chrome. I have it set up on Chrome. Keywords everywhere. This is a very useful tool. It's free, and so you can just Google around for keywords everywhere, Chrome extension, whatever. I use this thing all the time. So check this out right here. So this is what it gives me: the volume of searches, of monthly searches, and the CPC, that's cost per click, that's the Google AdWords, how much people on average paid for those searches. In competition, I don't really use this number as much, but it's there. If you use this tool a lot, that might help you if you consistently see that number, give you a gauge of the competitive nature of specific searches. And as you can see, the regular search results don't show that. So that tool, Keywords Everywhere, it's free. I don't even remember. I'm sure I signed up just like Mozbar. It's great. And it also gives me, so it's not showing any volume here, probably because I spelled find a dentist in Charlotte. Let's see. Okay, so on average, 110 searches a month are for this search phrase, for this keyword, find a dentist in Charlotte, North Carolina. The cost per click is $7.93, and the competition, I don't even use that number. I don't even really use this number. I'm just looking at volume for what I do, which is organic search engine optimization. But it also gives you some really cool information right here. And so related keywords is huge, because you can find some good stuff that you'd like to rank for in here. You can find some good volume. And also, it shows you, so this is also, this stuff, this information, here's the same information, but in the related searches. And this stuff it's either exactly the same or very similar to this related keywords. But it's the same data: search volume, cost per click, competition. And you can see you're not seeing that in the regular Google search results. So I like this. I like seeing this. I use it all the time. Next up, we have nofollow. Okay, so this is a tool I've been using for a couple months. I've got it here, and this is my Firefox extension. I don't know if it works with Chrome. I don't want to have too many extensions on one browser, so that's how that works. So let's stick with the theme of Charlotte Dentist, because I don't want to be creative and think of another search. Charlotte, spell, probably not. Google can help me with spelling. How about Charlotte Dentist? Yeah. Okay. So let's see here. Open this link. So these are all, you'll see that, sorry about that. You'll see, so these are all going to be follow links. Let me see if I can find some no follow links. So the no follow links will be outlined in red. They're all follow links. Okay. Here we go. So this is just a page on a WordPress.org. So you see this right here? These are all no follow links. So like any of those links you place on Facebook to your website, they'll still go to your website, but they're no follow links. So there's two types of links. There's follow and no follow. If you don't know what those are, don't worry about it. But if you're an SEO and you'd be a little bit concerned about that, this will show you real quick follow, no follow links. Just started using this. It's okay. I don't really get too hung up on follow or no follow links. Some folks do. I don't remember the exact name of this extension. It says no follow. You can just Google. There's a couple of these, so you can just Google around for no follow extension, whatever. But it is useful, because you, instead of looking at the page source info to see if it's a follow or no follow, it just right there. Kind of useful. Next up, I use this one all the time. Got it pulled up right here. So this is a Google developer or Google AdWords tool, right? So if you want to see so this is designed for people buying Google ads, but I use it for, specifically, I use it for seeing how my organic search results are going. So let's say, we'll stick with Charlotte Dentist. So right now I'm in Durham, North Carolina. That's why it's set to the default dentist. So go here, and we'll put in Charlotte, North Carolina. And it's weird to pull up these Nielsen regions. I don't know. I always go with city, right? Because I want to see exactly what someone is going to look for. Because Google wants to show you what they think you want to see, when I want to see what Google thinks is best, if that makes sense. Because they always tag you and follow you and tailor the search results to you. This is an anonymous type thing. See, anon. So it's like the most pure version of like what the search results will be. And of course, this is on mobile. So here we are. This is what someone in Charlotte searching from a phone in Google, this is what it'll look like, right? And this is, I use this tool all the time, but I do search engine optimization, and it's just super helpful. If you're running Google ads, it would be helpful as well. I use it for a slightly different purpose, and as you can see from your internet address in Charlotte, North Carolina. And then, so the default is mobile because more searches are taking place on mobile these days than desktop. But go here, go to desktop, because these are two different indexes. So it's important, right? Oh, no, desktop. Right, and this is a traditional search results. And so these will differ. They are not exactly the same. And so this tells you, and so you can put in whatever. You can put in Reno, if you're searching from Reno or wherever you want to see the search results, you can do that. This is really good for local SEO. And it's free. Just Google like Google AdWords tool. I'll try and drop the link in the video that the link that I used to get here. I just bookmarked it when I found it. Google mobile friendly test. If your website's not mobile friendly, you're fucking up. You need to be mobile friendly. You want to be mobile friendly. So here we are. So let's go over here so I can copy paste. Let's see these guys. Let's check and see if they're mobile friendly. All right, run the test. Oh, CAPTCHA. How I love these. I think that might be one. Go. Okay, so that's taking a bit. Same thing with page speed insights. If your website's really slow, you have a high bounce rate, Google's not going to want to put you at the top of organic search results. So it's important to know the page speed of your website. Since these are all taking a little bit of time, I'll go through. This is another Google developer tool. As the same with the mobile friendly. And this is the structured data testing tool, also known as schema. Let's drop these in here. So let's start up. Oh, it's still analyzing. Page speed's ready. So this is actually not bad, but this is really cool because it tells you how to fix it. So it goes green, yellow, red. Red obviously bad, super slow, green really fast. It goes from 0 to 100, desktop and mobile. Super useful tool. This is Google tool. It's important that you know what Google thinks of your website. Very important, useful tool. Okay, so these guys are mobile friendly, and you would expect that, right? They're a #1 search result for Charlotte Dentist. Like that gets a lot of searches. It's valuable to be right there. And Google's basically not going to put anyone at the top that's not mobile friendly. For the vast majority of searches, you have to be mobile friendly. Okay, Structured data. Okay, structured data. So these guys are using very little structured data, but this is a great way to you can. I use this tool a lot. You can see if there's something wrong with your structured data. It will tell you errors and warnings. And if you're adding and you're improving your schema, you can also drop the code right in here. It's a very useful tool. It's not a tutorial on how to use this because that's complicated, but use it. If you know structured data, you definitely want to be using this Google Developer Tool. Highly, highly recommend it. Okay, what's up next? Page speed, insight, schema. Okay, we did those. Google search. And folks, like, Google's your friend. They're going to tell you most of what you need to know. If you want to see like keywords, like with this instant result thing, click at these. And then you could click on all these different ones, and it's going to give you a whole bunch of different keywords that you can go after. And then you can go after these keywords, and then you could mess around with it, like dentist in the Charlotte area, and it's going to populate all different types of searches. So make Google your friend. Don't discount what it's showing you. If you're just an average person, I highly recommend, and you want more traffic from Google, pay attention to what Google pops up. I need a dentist. Okay, so dentist near me, dentist now, dentist right now, dentist alone. So use Google, pay attention to what Google is showing you. I've learned so much just by doing searches and paying attention. Another thing that you can use Google for is, so there's different search operators. And a search operator would be like this right here. Right? So you can see like how many pages you have indexed in Google, how you're showing up in Google. So let's look at branding first. I do a ton of work with branding. So branding's super important. Let's see how these guys are doing. Right? Okay. Charlotte Dentistry. That's looking good. This means Google likes them. That's a bunch of site links. LinkedIn, Glassdoor. I mean, they basically, I don't know what high end means. That's kind of weird. They're basically doing okay with their branding, but they could be doing better. This is a better test. And see, this is just free Google stuff. So, yeah, they could do better on their branding because they're not dominating. Like it would be valuable for them because their name is a keyword in this instance. If they could completely just cover, so they got this, but if they could cover these other two searches, that would be better for them. Anyway, they could do more. The search operator I was talking about is this right here. Go site, dot, what is that called? A semicolon? I don't know. I can't remember. I just know it's dot, dot. And then put in your website. This will show you every indexed page of your website in Google. So if you have a new blog post and you're wondering why no one's seeing it, well, you could do site, this, and then that page, whatever, page, new blog post. And if you don't see it in here, that means Google's not indexed it yet. So it's generally harder for people to find if it's not indexed. So that's just something you can do. And you can Google the phrase Google search operators, and there's a whole bunch of them. This is just one I use quite a bit. So for this website, it has 2,900 pages indexed in Google. That is a lot. And so you can do things like this to see if there's pages that shouldn't be indexed in Google. Very useful tool. Google, obviously, super useful tool. I don't need to tell you that. But these are just some other ways that I use it for SEO. What else have we got here? Okay, I won't go over Google Trends because this video is getting kind of long. Moz Local, super useful. So if you have let's just stick with this, Charlotte Dentistry. Stick with that. And okay, yeah, sure, these guys, I don't know. And it's running. They got a 49, so it'll tell you, hey, yeah. So I would say these guys have some work to do. They're not in Yellow Page, not in Yelp. Google My Business is incomplete. That's never okay. Yeah, so this is just free tool. You can see some things. Incomplete, inconsistent, duplicates. And this matters if you want to show up in Google Maps. And so I highly recommend that tool as well. Okay, so these are not strictly SEO tools, but I use them a lot. If you're going to write articles, emails, anything, I recommend Grammarly. So Grammarly is going to be, can I show you it? Trying to think of some way I can show you Grammarly. Grammarly's not popping up here. Anyway, so I don't have a specific way of showing you Grammarly. This is a quick checker of your grammar. There's a free plugin version. This is I have it on Firefox. I'm sure it's available on Chrome. They also have a paid version. I've used both. I tend to stick with this free one more, even though I have a paid version account because I got to log in and use it. But it'll quickly check your grammar. So if you're writing an article or something, run it through Grammarly. Your English is probably horrible like mine is. This will make you better. And you can do this for emails. You can do this for all manner of communications. When I do Facebook messages, I'm pretty sure that pops up. Very useful tool. I highly recommend it. Loom. So I could do a whole thing on Loom. Loom, I know it works for Chrome. It might work for other things. I'm not sure. I use the free version. It is awesome. It's doing client videos. Here, I'll show you. You can do a video like this, a screen only, a camera only, and you can talk to a client. You can talk to an outsourcer. You can talk to a bunch of different people by creating a quick video. Just hit that, and you're ready to go. And they're short videos generally, and you can send them through email. It'll populate. Sometimes I send these things through like a LinkedIn Messenger. It doesn't populate there, but they have the link, and then you can see who watched it, how many times. It's great. I think these guys are doing fantastic work. And I've only used a free version. I think there's a paid version. It's awesome. Not SEO, but totally useful. Hunter.io. So that's right here. Hunter helps you find email addresses. So these guys, if I was trying to contact them, I would go here. Let me see, can I find the business owner's contact name? If Thomas Armstrong is one of the dentists there, oh, I can email him and try and get him to talk to me if I'm like, oh, your website's not doing good for this or blah, blah, blah. So, and this gives you a confidence score. So it's not always 100% accurate, but it searches the website. That's 91, that's 84. 78, and sometimes this is actually pretty good. Sometimes you won't get anything. But it's free. I think they limit you. I'm on the free plan. They limit you to like a certain number of searches you can do a month. Um, Super good tool. I don't use it all the time, but when I'm doing outreach or I want to talk to someone, I'll use it as a way to find an email address. WordPress embeds, guys. If you if you're putting content on the web, which you should be, if you're putting decent content on the web, go here and look. You can embed all different types of things. So like Instagram, right? You see these all the time. Instagram.com dentist. So, okay, so look at this person. If I'm doing a article on dentistry, I can go here and these are great before and after pictures, right? I can go here, highlight this URL, and you just copy it, and then you go and you drop that URL right into your WordPress. It's not going to do it now, but you drop that in, and then WordPress will automatically populate it. So you will see in your blog post or on your WordPress page this right here. It's really cool. It makes your posts and your articles pop a bit, gives folks stuff to interact with. And so you can drop a Reddit post or comment, Scribd, SlideShare, SoundCloud if you have a podcast or something. There's lots of cool stuff here. Of course, YouTube, your YouTube embeds. Instead of doing the iframe, you can just drop the link in. And so this just tells you what works with it. And it just makes your blog posts and articles and web pages on the internet on WordPress look better. And folks like to interact with it too. You can do GIFs with IMGUR, really cool stuff. And I won't talk about Canva. This video is already super long. Honey, here is Honey. Honey will save you money. So it works really well. So Honey extension. So this is my default is Bing because I've never changed it. Honey extension, come on, Honey. Honey support, Honey IS. I don't know. I never go to the website. Join Honey. I guess I joined Honey. I'm sure I have a login somewhere because I use this extension. It's great. It automatically goes out and searches for coupons. If you spend time building stuff on the internet, that means you are paying for goods and services. Wow, sorry for that. This will automatically go out and find you stuff. I've saved so much money, particularly if you do anything on GoDaddy, this will save you money. Anything with domains, hosting, it has saved me money so many times that I get frustrated with myself when I buy something in one of my other browsers. It doesn't always work, but it works so much and it's free. I just highly recommend it. Before you purchase something, it just knows when you're at that stage, and then it goes out and it starts automatically searching for ways for discounts for coupons online. It's totally awesome, and I totally recommend it. Okay, wow, this video is way too long. As usual, that's how my videos go. Hopefully this was helpful for you. This is not exhaustive by any means, but these are the ones that I use the most. And I use all of these. I have used all of these. This is not some theory. I've used each and every single one of these multiple times. That's why I put it on the list. But if you have any questions, let me know. And if you found this helpful, please let me know. Put a comment in on this video. Yeah, that's it. Thank you very much. Go out and use these, and then let me know if you let me know what you think of them. Okay, thank you.